Okay, everybody, so welcome back to another episode, the first one of the night, and tonight we are having a quick look at Nikola stock and seeing where Nikola stock may go in the next week and even the next few weeks. And obviously, we're going to be evaluating that, looking at some things which have happened in the past, looking at some things which have happened, well, will be happening in the future rather, and basically use all that to come to an evaluation of what may happen soon. So first things first, of course, I am not basically a financial analyst, a professional one at least. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just somebody on the internet with an opinion. So if you like what I'm saying or if you don't like what I'm saying, obviously it's not going to be fact either way. This is just my personal opinion, and of course I can be wrong because I know that in last Nikola stock video, people were hating on me for saying perhaps short the stock. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Anyway, we're going to be looking at what the stock may do because we could actually see the stock go back up in value, but we're going to be talking about that in just a moment. Just before I start off, I would appreciate it if you could just subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. Also, if you could leave a like, that would be massively appreciated. Also, we have a Discord now, so if you know what Discord is, the link will be in the description. We're going to be talking about stocks over there. Hopefully, I'll see you there. But yeah, let's have a quick look. So fortunately for Nikola, Nikola actually did a little bit of a bounce back on the one day, starting off at around 2060 in the morning. Then we had a quick sell off basically at market open point all the way down to 2006. So you can see we lost only a little bit, but technically quite a lot when you consider the value of the stock. So that looks like a small amount, but that is 2% lost in a few minutes. Anyway, from there we bounced back to a new high of the day. That was 2068, 8 cents above what we were at. Anyway, from there we went all the way down to lows of 2023, and from there really we saw bounce backs all the way up to 2086. From there we started to level out and start to slowly go down. We went down to this point here of around 2042, and ever since then we've been climbing up. Now we're currently on 2069, so currently we're only 9 cents above opening price anyway, so clearly not too big of a move at all today, although it has been quite volatile nonetheless. But when we look at the whole day as, you know, a whole, you can see not really much has gone on. Anyway, looking out to the 5-day, you can really see Nikola has taken quite the drop. We saw most significant drops around this point here. This was on the Friday. I think that was last Friday. So we all know what happened there. Bad news about Nikola once again. Forced the price down. But ever since then, really, we basically leveled out at a low of around 1965, and then we've kind of been stable from there. We actually even bounced back up to a point of 2085. We've kind of really been stable from there. We're actually starting to see a slight up curve now, but that's not necessarily the start going up. So we're going to talk about why that's going to be happening in the next few weeks, potentially. But looking at the 1 month, you can really see the hit that the stock has taken. You all know what's happened with Nikola. Obviously, if you're following the company, you'll know what's gone wrong. And of course, if you want to have a quick look on how that's played out over the longer period, we are technically still in the green bean as we started off the year on $12. So you can see we're technically still in the green there, but from the highs that we saw up here of around $60-70, we're quite down. We saw $80 almost as a high, and we've been all the way down since then. So quite unfortunate for the company. But you all know why it's been going down in the past, and that's just because of allegations of fraud, quite frankly, and we all know what this means. So, of course, if you're not following the company, Nikola had their trucks, and of course, they were basically filmed their trucks rolling down a hill, but they weren't actually rolling down a hill because instead of using their motor, they were actually using, just push power. So, technically, it was kind of a little bit of a fraud, and people were then apprehensive. So, some people are calling the company a fraud, some people are saying that it's not. Of course, I'm going to leave you to make your own judgment on that. Of course, my personal opinion is I am shorting Nikola, but I'm not saying that means it's going to go down. Of course, I'm not doing like a huge short on it. I don't really care if it goes down or up. It's just a bet. That's my personal opinion. But I think what we are going to see as a prediction from me and Nikola in the next few weeks, and especially months, but we're going to be updating you closer to that point, in the next few months leading up to December, I think we're going to see a lot of volatility, whether that's upwards or downwards, because obviously what's going to happen in December, I can't remember what day in December, I'm sure it'll be very easy to find out on the internet, but basically what's going to happen is Nikola owners are going to be able to sell their shares. So if you are a owner in Nikola company, you can then sell your shares, and of course if all owners pull out, then we'll obviously see that as a bad thing, and of course then the stock price will probably drop to zero, and of course that won't be great things for the company. So that could really be one of the factors which is really going to influence it in the next few months. In the next few weeks, we have the US presidential election coming up. Of course, either way, no matter who gets in, it's going to be volatile. I think if Trump gets in, the stock price will probably take more of a growth than if Biden gets in, but we'll just have to see how that one plays out. That's just my opinion once again. So other things which may kind of influence the stock prices. We have one day ago from FX Street, Nikola Corporation apparently gets slaughtered in stock price as the CEO hints about ditching the Badger truck. So of course this here is the Badger truck. If you don't know what it is, it's just this little truck here. Of course, if they are selling things to the general markets, which it doesn't really look like they are, what they intend to sell is trucks like this, big semi trucks if they ever do come out, and other little vans and whatnot. But of course, the pickup truck is what actual commercial buyers are going to be buying, and the general majority of the public. So of course, if they are going to cancel that and the company even does go through, that will be quite a hit to the company. So I think that could influence the share price in the next few days. We'll have to see what effect that actually has. So thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.